What's up, everybody? We're back this time for a Week 13 breakdown video of the main slate. If you liked it, if you enjoy the content, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. Let me know the people you're on this week, anything in the video you don't agree with. Like I always tell you guys, I love going back and forth with you guys. I really like this week, so I'm excited about this video. Of course, we had the Thanksgiving Day slate yesterday. I didn't do very good on that. I only made a couple teams. I'm not good at short slates, so that's why I really don't spend a lot of time talking about them and giving advice on them. I did say in the video I would play one of the Lions receivers. I'm not going to act like I was, you know, I did that myself. I originally liked that. I kind of didn't know what to do with that new quarterback coming in. Um, what are you gonna do? I mean, those are tough, man. You gotta like leave salary on the table and stuff. This is not my thing. I'm not good at that. I stick to the main slate, stick what I'm good at, or what I'm more familiar with. But with that being said, this is still a big slate because we have no bye weeks, so it doesn't really matter that we missed 3 games. So trying to think if I want to talk about anything. The season's almost over. We only have think 5 more slates left. If we get the playoff slates and the showdown slates, like I already said in previous videos, I'll be making videos, you know, with the playoffs. Even though I don't think I'm very good at the short slates. I'll still talk about still talk about them and overview the people I wouldn't play. And we're also gonna in the off season go over best ball strategy and stuff like that. If you guys don't play best ball, I would suggest you do. It's a lot of fun. My first year playing it, and I had a lot of fun and I enjoyed it. But with that being said, let's just get right into the slate. I don't want to waste you guys' time. Okay, let me pull up my. Sorry about this. Where is this? Where's my schedule? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I had this schedule all ready to go, and now I can't find it. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I pulled it up here. The first game is the Jets at the Bengals. Okay. On the Jets side, I'm only going to be playing Le'Veon Bell here. It's a good matchup, 7,200. A little bit of a price tag that I don't really like. He's going to have close to a 30. He's going to have a 25 plus point game. He's been getting a lot of uses in the passing game. I think it'll be better for Le'Veon if the Bengals come to play here. This is a weird line. The Jets are favored by 3.5. It's a sketchy line. I have a weird feeling that the Bengals actually come to play this game. On the Bengals side, I like Dalton to one of the two boundary receivers, Erickson or Tate. It's tough, man. I maybe would play Erickson just because I think him and Dalton have a little connection going on there. You could play Tate too. I don't hate it. Tate's had he's been on the buy low air yards model for a while. He hasn't really hit. But I played Tate or Erickson. It's just really tough to say who. Really tough. The Jets are pretty good in the slot. I don't think I'd play a slot receiver against them. I think I'd play Tate or Erickson. And this is a sneaky game. It's a little sneaky of a game. I don't mind it. I think it would be better, like I said, for Le'Veon if the Bengals come to play and they cover the spread. So that means his pass game usage would be bumped up. It's not a blowout. But this is an interesting game. I definitely am interested in somewhat in that game. Okay, let's go to the next game. Would be Tennessee at Indianapolis. Tennessee at Indianapolis. Okay. This is a tough game from the Colts' perspective because they have so many guys out, man. They have Hilton out, Ebron out, Mack out. It's just weird, man. It's a weird game. Not clear. I might have a play for you on Indianapolis on tomorrow on the Saturday breakdown, but I just don't right now. I don't know if I want to recommend Doyle. It is a decent matchup, but it's not a great matchup. For the Titans, I kind of like Corey Davis here. Or you could play Johnny Smith, one of those possession receivers. Those guys like A.J. Brown, a lot of his big games have been catch the ball and run after the catch. The Colts are not a defense you want to play that against. The Colts play a zone defense. They keep everything in front of them, and they tackle really well. I have a weird feeling Corey Davis is just a little bit too cheap there at 4K. I like Corey Davis a little bit here. You could play Johnny Smith. I'm not going to... Wait a second. I'm just going to recommend Corey Davis here. I wouldn't play Johnny Smith on the road. I play Corey Davis here because Is Delaney Walker out for the season? I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know that. I should know that. That's bad of me. But I recommend mainly Corey Davis here. That's why I've written down. Philadelphia at Miami. Guys, we gotta have to get the news on Jordan Howard. If Jordan Howard is in, it kind of sounds like Jordan Howard will be in, at least from my gatherings. This game becomes a little weird. If he's out, Sanders becomes a great play. Great play. Ertz missed practice. We're gonna have to get if Ertz is even if Ertz is a little banged up, kind of like Dallas Goedert here. Kind of like Dallas Goedert here. It seems like Ertz is a little banged up. I think he does play, but he could be a decoy. I do like Goddard here. If Howard is in and Ertz is in, I kind of like Goddard here. You know, the Eagles are tough because they have so many guys on the injury report. Nelson Aguilar, I'm sure he's cheap. I kind of like Goddard or Aguilar if Aguilar plays. Eagles as 10-point favorites though that's a tough bet to make, man. That's a tough bet to make. If I was betting the game, I'd probably go Miami side. On the Miami side, you can definitely play Fitz to Parker. I don't mind that at all. I think it has some upside here. I just question the ownership. I haven't really seen the ownership reports yet. Too lazy to look before I made the video. So I like Fitz to Parker. You could go there. I probably won't go there on my teams this week, but you certainly could. Green Bay at the Giants, probably my favorite game on the slate and the hardest one to break down because there's so many angles you can attack this game from. Definitely like Rodgers to Adams. So far, I still have a feeling Devontae's gonna have a big game here. I do, and they're also talking that they need to get Aaron Jones more involved. So take that for whatever it's worth. He's 6,800. Nobody's gonna play Aaron Jones. Good matchup. It's a good matchup. So wouldn't hate that. Wouldn't hate Rodgers to Adams. And a guy on the other side I really like. I love Sterling Shepard this week. I don't know why. He's going back to the slot where he's his natural role. I like Shepard a lot here. I do. Saquon, 7,400. I think people will go there this week. I just don't think so, man. He just hasn't looked good. It's a good matchup, but I'll let other people do that. There's too many guys in that 6.5 to 7K range that I like, and I'm just not going to. I just feel like Saquon's banged up, but guys, the Giants and the Packers are both going to be desperate for a win here. The last time the Packers went to MetLife Stadium was that crazy shootout with the Jets last year. With the Giants, they're on a 7-game winning streak, and this coach is fighting for his job. So if there's one thing about this Giants team the last few years, they haven't been good, but they do play hard for Pat Shermer. They do try hard for him, so I think they come to play here. I can't. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I like the over here. That's what I really like. I think this game goes over, and you could play Daniel Jones, Shepard, run it back with some Packer guys. I don't hate that either. But the main guys in the Packers I like are Adams, Jones. You could even. I didn't like his snap percentage last week, but you could play Allen Lazard and just kind of cope. He catches a touchdown pass, but you're probably going to need more from that 3,700. I don't know. I probably wouldn't play him. If he fits on a team, like a game stack, I guess you could go Allen Lazard, but, probably not where I'm going to. Probably not someone I'm jamming, into my teams. Probably someone that if he fits on a game stack, I'll definitely, throw him in there, but what are you going to do? Oh, yeah, Darius Slayton. I think this is Shepard. I really do. I think I'm more on Shepard than Slayton this week. I'm going to make a stand on that. Here's a game I like. Cleveland at Pitt. Cleveland at Pitt. The big mighty Browns off their win against the Dolphins. Going back to face the Steelers, who they just had that melee with a few weeks ago. I hear a lot of people saying that the Browns are going to be ready to play this week. They're going to be ready to play. They're going to want vengeance. I mean, for what? For what reason at all, man? If anybody's going to be ready to play, it's going to be the Steelers at home, with no Myles Garrett. I mean, listen, on the Brown side, you can't play Beckham because Beckham's getting a lot of downfield. I went back and watched the film of the Miami game, getting a lot of downfield targets. The Browns starting to throw the ball down the field. You can definitely play Odell Beckham. He's definitely in my player pool. I'll have Odell on some teams because I like this game. My only concern is my angle from the game that I like the most is from the other side, and it's this. I think this is a Benny Snell game. I think Benny Snell's 4,700. I know he's not athletic. I know a lot of people I respect in the fantasy industry don't like Benny Snell as a player, but it doesn't matter. He's 4,700. He's a home favorite in a soft matchup. And he's from Columbus, Ohio, which is basically the hometown team is the Cleveland Browns. Now, it's not like the reason I'm playing him. It's more for the matchup. And Benny Snell, I know he's not athletic, man. He's actually been breaking tackles and creating yards and having nice long runs. He can catch the ball a little bit out of the backfield. Guys, the nut running back situation in the NFL is being the Steelers' main running back, and that's what he's going to be this week. He's only 4,700. I mean, the last time the Steelers had to go to Devlin, the Duck Hodges, they ran the ball. The only reason they were throwing last week is because they were trailing with him. That Charger game where he started, they were running, they were feeding James Conner that game. So I love Benny Snell here. Don't hate Vance McDonald. Just probably a little too thin for me. I'm probably just gonna stick with Benny Snell. Give me a Snell, yeah. You like that? I saw that on Twitter. I thought I should throw that in the video. Washington at Carolina. Okay. On the Washington side, you can play Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's getting a lot of downfield shots. Not sure I want to go there on the road. Kelvin Harmon, probably not going to go there. He is putting up good floor numbers. You just got to question his ceiling a little bit. But they're both in the player pool. I like the Carolina defense the most on the Carolina side. Everyone's going to play McCaffrey and Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen, probably my preferred offensive player. McCaffrey's 10-5. If you pay for McCaffrey, you're not going to be able to get the other guys in the 5, 6, 7 range, which is really strong this week. So like that's kind of why I'm not saying McCaffrey can't go off here. Of course, that would be a dumb thing to say. But if you pay for him, you're not going to get the 2 to 3 other guys in that 6 to 7.5K range. And that range is very strong this week. I think you're going to need multiple mid-tier, upper mid-tier guys this week. So going to McCaffrey gets you like a 28-point game. That's not good enough. You need him to get you 40 points if you're paying 10-5 for him. And if they blow out the Redskins, they're not going to be passing him the ball a lot. I don't know. I mean, at least in my opinion, he's going to probably get more rushes, which are, of course, are not worth as much as passes to running backs as far as touches are concerned. But I like Olsen and the defense here. That's what I like. Tampa Bay and the Jags. This is a tough game. This is probably the toughest game I had to break down in the slate. If I'm going on Tampa, it's going to be Mike Evans. No one's going to want to play Mike Evans here, and that's who I would play. But I don't feel great about it. You could play Ronald Jones. I don't hate that. I don't know. It seems a little thin. So Jones and Evans on the Bucks. On the other side, this is tough for the Jags. I mean, Shark is obviously the guy everyone's going to play here. Definitely could. I don't hate DJ Shark. I'm going to have him on some teams. I question D.D. Westbrook's upside. He gets good volume with Bulls in there, but it just seems like he's one of these guys who everyone always plays and he just doesn't have a ceiling. So I'm not sure I'm going to play D.D. Westbrook, even though he has the best matchup of everybody in the slot against I can't remember the corner's name, but he's terrible in the slot. So I don't know, man. I will probably wuss out and put Westbrook on a few teams, but I just don't feel great about it, man. I feel like I've played him so many times, he just never comes through for a stealing, So Shark, Westbrook, Foles, you can definitely pair those guys with Foles. Here's the thing, though, man. With the volume that Leonard Fournette has been getting, I know it's a rotten matchup, and it's a horrible, man, and it's a terrible matchup. But like I said in my breakdown last week, my Saturday update, the touchdown regression for Fournette is not going to happen when you want it to happen. It's not going to happen in a soft matchup. Sometimes they happen in crappy matchups, and it doesn't matter. Okay, Fournette goes out there and rushes for 65 yards, 2 touchdowns, catches 7 passes for 60 yards. That's a big game. That's a 30-point game. You're going to want that for 7,500. That's a big game. That's probably more than 30 points. So Fournette is a really interesting leverage play here in a brutally tough matchup. Okay, it will It will really help you out with the ownership because everyone's going to be on the passing attack here, like a lot of the field. And if you go to Fournette, you're going to leapfrog those people. So I think Lenny Fournette is a very interesting play here. Very interesting play. Would not hate anyone for going to Leonard Fournette in a tough matchup here, low owned. But I'm sorry, guys. The Jags and the Packers are the two toughest teams I have to break down this week to give you specific plays. It's just the way it is. It's just, I'm not going to lie to you guys and tell you that I have a read on this. I don't. San Francisco at Baltimore. Weird game. Weird game. I don't know who Marlon Humphrey is going to shadow. If I did, I'd be able to give you the other receiver. That means if he shadows Debo, I'd give you Sanders. If he shadows Sanders, I'd give you Debo. But I just don't feel good about anything in this game. I really don't. Sorry. I don't want to lie to you guys. I'm probably avoiding this game offensively. Definitely could play one of probably the Baltimore defense. But I just don't feel great about this game. I just don't. LA, the Rams at the Cardinals. Here's an interesting matchup. On the Rams, I think you can go Higbee or Cup. I think both those guys are in play. Higbee's dirt cheap. He got a lot of run last week and some targets. Cup, people aren't going to want to pay for Cup with how awful this offense has looked. Arizona, give me 1 second, guys. I got to check something so I can confirm it for you guys. Arizona's been murdered from the slot. So a Cup at 7,100 is nice because nobody is going to want to play him. Nobody's going to want to pay that price for Cooper Cup. But, I will. I'll pay that price for Cooper Cup. And something, guys, like I know Arizona is so bad against tight ends, but something that I read on Twitter a while ago is just that a lot of the production to the tight ends was actually tight ends lined up in the slot. So keep that in mind. So I really like Cup here. I think Cup's an interesting play here. I think people are not going to want to pay that price tag for Cooper Cup. And on the Cardinal side, like I said, guys, we still don't have the information on Chase Edmonds and Kenyon Drake. I think one of those guys is in play pending on injury news. Like I think if Edmonds is out, Drake is in play. I think if Edmonds is in, he's in play. Not saying I'm jamming those guys into my lineups because I'm not. But we saw the Ravens run the ball over this Rams defense. Maybe Arizona tries to do the same thing. And it's also, I think Ramsey's going to shadow Christian Kirk. So that makes me like Larry Fitzgerald against Troy Hill. Troy Hill's not very good. So I do like Fitzgerald, just assuming that Ramsey shadows Kirk, which I think he will. And if he shadows Fitz, then I like Kirk. Interesting here, man, that the Cardinals run a lot of four wide sets. I mean, I hate overloading you guys with plays and stuff, but let me just check one thing here, man. I apologize for this, guys. Andy Isabella is a guy in next year that I'm going to be targeting, and I just need to see how the Rams cornered the back depth is, because he's a guy who, when he gets, so I just need to check this out for a quick second. Apologize, guys. Just pulling something up online. Wow, Troy Hill has a nice grade. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to play Isabella. I think I'd go maybe Fitz if I was going to play a receiver, but I don't feel great about it. I really don't feel great about honestly, guys, I think I play one of the running backs here on Arizona, but like I said, it's tough. LAC at Denver. LAC at Denver. Okay, here we go. Give me a second, guys. Just on the website looking at. Ooh, man. Okay. So there's two plays here on the Chargers that I like. I like Mike Williams. And I like Melvin Gordon. Mike Williams going to get a good matchup on the perimeter. I mean, Phillip Rivers is dust. I mean, it's very tough to trust Rivers on the road here. So I think I'd prefer Gordon over Rivers because I think the Chargers are aware that Phillip Rivers is terrible, and they're just going to feed the ball to their running backs here. It's not a great matchup. It's like an average running back matchup for a running back, but I'd go Melvin Gordon here. I really do. I think his volume is good. The Bills had success running the ball last week against the Broncos, and I think the Chargers are going to try to do the same thing. They're not going to, on the road, try to bomb the ball downfield. So I kind of regret saying Mike Williams. He is in a good matchup, but just tough to trust Phillip Rivers. I'd probably just go Melvin Gordon and move on. On the other side, a lot of people are going to go to Phillip Lindsay. I like it. I just don't. I have a weird feeling that the Chargers win this game. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but you can play Lindsay. It's a good matchup. You know, he's pretty cheap. Wouldn't hate that. Good matchup. But mainly, I like Melvin Gordon here. Like I said, guys, that sick like 5.5 to 7.5 K range this week is loaded with plays, man. Loaded. If you play McCaffrey, you're only gonna be able to play like one of those guys. So I just don't feel great about that. I think you're gonna need 2 or maybe 3 guys from that range to win the million this week. And like I always say, we're playing to win life-changing money here. We're not playing to min cash. We're playing to win life-changing money. The last game of the slate is Oakland at Kansas City. Another interesting game. My favorite bet of the week is Oakland plus the points, plus 10. I like Josh Jacobs a lot here. I think Oakland comes to play here. I do. I think to keep this game close. On this, you could play Darren Waller, but yeah, Jacobs is my preferred play in the Raiders, followed by Waller and nothing else. I'm not playing anything else after that. On the other side, you don't have to follow me into this rabbit hole, okay? I like Pat Mahomes, love him. You definitely play him here for 7,400. He's going to be high owned. Everyone's going to pair him with Tyreek Hill. I'm going to pair him with Sammy Watkins. I've been waiting for a game like this, man. I've been waiting for a good matchup. I like Sammy Watkins, and I think Sammy has another big game before the season's over. This could be it. No one's going to want to pay $5,400 for Sammy. He should, given his performance, be a little bit cheaper than that. But I like Sammy Watkins. It's a good matchup, and like I said, no one's going to want to play him. We got word today that Damian Williams is out. That's that bumps up their offense a little bit. Their pass catchers. They have been playing a little bit better here, the Oakland secondary. But the big thing I like in this game is, sorry, my hair is out of control today. I'm sorry. My big thing I like here is the passing game. Is Jacobs. I think Jacobs is a fine play here against Kansas City. Nobody's going to want to play him as a 10-point dog. And I think that Oakland's only chance to stay in this game is to pound the ball with Josh Jacobs and, feed him carries. Probably not going to come off the field very often. They're probably not going to be... I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that Jacobs is a good play here. But, guys, with that being said, it's going to do it for the breakdown portion of the video. I want to know what you guys are on this week. Leave comments below. Last week was a big week for me, biggest week of the season, and a lot of the reasons because, I just like going back and forth with everybody. Had I made a slight change, I would have made a run at the million, maybe would have won it. And they were all guys we were on. If I had not played Julio Jones, if I got on Tyler Boyd and upgraded Goddard to Ertz, which is easily could happen. I was on Tyler Boyd. I just didn't have enough, can't play everybody you're on. And if I just upgraded Goddard to Ertz, which easily could have happened, I was on the tight end versus Seahawks and just landed on the right defense. Probably could have won the million. But what are you going to do, man? We're on to this week. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. It's been a fun season. And I hope to build on the momentum we have last week. I really like this week a lot, and I hope to see you guys. Hope to hear from you guys when I do my Saturday update tomorrow. Like I go beneath this video and I finalize all the specific things I'm on. You don't have to follow me. It's just what I'm going to do. And with that being said, good luck on Sunday. Let's win some money.